people of the fountain.
Hello there, this is People of the Fountain's Political Potpourri. We are bringing to you a very special guest on today's program. Interestingly, people from outside the country are now coming home to want to develop the country or their states. And it's not surprising. We actually like to welcome such ideas and such views about these people. Today we brought into our studio somebody who came from the United States. He had lived there for several years. He worked there as a practicing staff nurse, trained nurse. And now he desires to improve on everything from roads to medical practices in Ekiti State. I brought him to the studio and I talked to him about his ideas of developing the state.
My name is Arole Olusola Afolabi'S. I was born in Ekiti, to the family of, Mr. and Mrs. Afolabi'S. I've been opportune to be in the United States for some times now, and I haven't been exposed to some of the goodies or the green pastures, so to say, that are being, exhibited or that are being, shown in United States. I feel compelled that why can't we, or why can't I, bring some of these good gesture back home, at least to promote the standard of living of my people. And I could see that the environment here is not as conducive for good employment opportunity. It's not as conducive for good standard of living because not everybody can provide 3 square meals for themselves. It's not conducive for a good health care for our people. So I won't put all these things into consideration. I felt again compared to say, let me come back home, join hand with the good people of Ekiti State and see how we can move Ekiti State forward. That is one of the reasons why I'm choosing to be one of the aspirants for this gubernatorial race for 2022 in Ekiti State. Thank you.
One thing that I've found going around is that some people like you are accused of being strangers in Ekiti. That is, you have lived too far away from the people. Now you are coming back, that you don't seem to blend with the people. But you are telling us here now that you know your people. And what you have said about unemployment, about healthcare, is quite right. Just how do you intend to prove to the people that you are actually part of them and that you can effect changes in their lives?
Thank you again, Mr. Moderator. I've been coming to Nigeria, particularly to my people in Ekiti State, for quite a while now. Almost every 2-3 months, I've been coming to Ekiti State, in particularly to see things on the ground for myself. I'm not basing it on what people are telling me or what the news media are saying. I come so many times to see things, to see what the level of our standard of living are. And it's not very, very encouraging. When I find out there are a lot of abject poverty among our people. And that is really one of the reasons, again, that I feel that, as a human being, we should not be going through that. As people are being governed by ourselves, we are not being governed by the military. We are being governed by ourselves through the so-called democracy that they are practicing here in the Ekiti State. I don't think we deserve to be going through that. So people can say anything they want to say, but I believe in myself. I believe I'm not coming because I want us to amass wealth. I've been blessed. I have a professional license in United States that is taking me to another next level in my life. But life is not all about yourself. It's about the other people. And when you have the ability to share not just only your money, but your knowledge, your experience with the less privileged people, that gives them the the motivation for them to be able to grow up in life too. And that's part of my, mission in life.
If you are looking for a program that encapsulates the history, politics,
we are not supposed to witness violence in any election.
We are friends. We are Ekiti people now.
commerce, culture, and the character of Ekiti. This is it. People of the Fountain.
Arole, the party you have decided to join, the APC, is currently the ruling party in Ekiti State and in the whole federation.
Correct.
Are you saying that they have not performed properly or well enough to the people?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I'm not accusing anybody or pointing accusing finger to anybody about whether they have done right or they have done wrong. But what I'm seeing on the ground, people are suffering. People are not having their 3 square meal. That is what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing on the ground is on the roads are not well tied. It's not like this in United States or in overseas country where I've managed to be for some times. The federal government of Nigeria, they are under the platform of APC. They are doing the very best they could. A lot of changes are happening, especially when you go to Abuja, when you go to Lagos, when you go to, but it's now left for individual state to live up to the slate that they have given or to the mandate that the masses have given to them. Instead of some of them to live up to it, they do other things with the masses' money through the misappropriation or doing one thing or the other. All these things will be eradicated during my tenure as the governor of Ekiti State if I am elected. I will try to put prudence into an accountability in our management of public funds.
So you think you can do much better than anyone has done in Ekiti State if elected as governor?
I believe so through the grace of God because one, I have the international experience which none of them has never had. To God be the glory, I managing 2 companies on my own that is have a contract with the federal government of the United States of America. So I know how to create job. So, and what my people need in Ekiti right now, especially the youth, is job creation, employment. The youth needs a good job, not just riding Okada. When I see all these Okada riders and getting to interview some of them, knowing fully well that some of them has already had their 4 years college, that is BSc or HND, it's appalling, and it's mind-boggling to see that they have to go through that level to be able to make a living. Working in the factory, working in a a very good setup, they end up doing what? Riding Okada, and that is not what we want. So I'm here to make provision for job opportunity for a lot of the youths. So during my tenure as the governor of Ekiti State, I will do everything best possible to attract foreign investors to the country, some of which the other people competing with me, they don't have that leverage that I have to attract the foreign investors. And not only the foreign investors, there are a lot of good people, the Ekiti people in overseas, that we can talk with or talk to, that we can work with and encourage them to come back home with knowing fully well that we're going to provide a due security for them. Because some of them are not willing to come back home because they believe, oh, this place is not safe enough. So during my tenure as the governor of Ekiti State, I, Arole Oba Olusola Afolabi'S, will ensure the security of my co-fellow Ekitikete or Ekitis that are living outside Ekiti State. And more importantly, the people that are living in Ekiti State too needs to be protected. They need to operate or they need to wake up, sleep under a safe condition. All these things will be taken care of to make sure that there is normalcy in the way that we operate our daily lives.
Have you ever wondered how you can express your opinions or market your goods or services to the world? From the fountain of knowledge, Puff Television connects you with Southwest Nigeria, with all of Africa, and with the rest of the world. Puff TV studio is a reality in Ekiti, but it is also a virtual reality to the world. Contact us at 0706 839 9526.
Arole, you just spoke about unemployment in not just Ekiti State, actually all over the country. We are more particular about Ekiti, and we know that Ekiti people live very literate, very cerebral, and we also know that Ekiti people have agricultural land. Now, how are you going to encourage the young ones who have probably been riding Okada to be able to go into the farms and produce things for the country and for the world?
This is a very simple thing. It may not be that easy at the beginning, but with time, people will get to appreciate what the government policy is all about with respect to your question. One way to do this is to operate a mechanized farming. You know, we can have a piece of land whereby, if you go through the places in United States, you see they will just plant like maize, not on annual basis, not on, it might be on seasonal, like 2-3 months. Like they will do it like 10 acres of land, which we can as well do here. We just need a place whereby we can cultivate these things and encourage our people, our young ones. This is how this thing is being done. Once they know that they don't have to go to the farm and weed the grass every now and then, and they have to use the machine to do some of these things, some of them will be encouraged. And the encouragement is not limited to that area too. The harvesting of the product too is something that is very vital too. We can get some machines too that can be used instead of using your hand to plug maize from things like that will be things of the past, because there are machines that you just put on the field that will do the harvesting within a minimal time, which in turn, if it were to be done by a human being, that might take like 2-5 days, and that is a decrease or reduction in production, particularly the time. So when time is involved, money is involved. So if we can get things done quicker, and it will produce more quality, and at the same time we know we're going to spend money to procure those machineries. Nevertheless, the production will be more, and when the production is more, it will spread across the people in Ekiti State. They will be able to feel the impact of what we are doing in terms of getting the opportunity to eat their 3 square meal without laboring so much for it. That is my belief.
Let's go to your area of specialization, healthcare. I don't know if you have visited the Afolabi'S teaching hospital.
I've not had the opportunity.
That's a model. I've been there, and that's a model for Africa. And I wonder why governments are not going into this kind of thing. What are your plans in this area to really improve healthcare in Nigeria, and especially in the Ekiti State?
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate the fact that somebody can stand up to do these things in Ekiti, and I really gave him a kudos when I had the opportunity to visit him sometimes last month. However, government can't do everything. Government should not micromanage everything. Government is there to help people like Chief Afolabi'S and others, investors, to come to your area like Ekiti State, create a conducive environment for them to do whatever or invest in whatever area they deem fit. And that is what Chief has done. We will encourage other people too. We're not going to limit it to Chief alone, Chief Afolabi'S, to do that. There are other things that needs to be supporting that teaching hospital, like imaging companies, diagnostic companies that has a lot of instruments to diagnose, or testing area that might not be there. Even if they are there, they still need a supporting hand So we can invite people like that from United States, from Europe, to come over and help us, so that will promote competition. If we continue to rely on the chief Afolabi'S own, sometimes the system might not be working. Sometimes it might be faulty. But when there is opportunity for the other people to be there, that will help us and promote a good healthcare environment for our people. And beside that, again, there is something that is very unique to me, that I feel it is very, very important that we need to disseminate to our people. And that is area of healthcare awareness program. Some of my colleagues or people that are older than me, some of them don't know what is high blood pressure. They don't even know how to read high blood pressure. And it's something that they don't even know what kind of machine they use to do the high blood pressure, of individual. So the government can make provision for local government, maybe at the local government level. You have an health center where some of these things are being placed. They go there on regular basis, or they can even do it like we're doing in the United States. Which is part of what I'm doing there. There is what they call home health organization or home health agency. So they send nurses to individual homes to check their blood pressure, to see whether they are diabetes, they check their sugar. They do all these things maybe on weekly basis, sometimes even on daily basis. Such things can be done here. People are dying here. They don't know why they are dying. They don't even know what they have. What they have. They only know what they don't have. All they are crying about is they don't have money. What they have that is killing them, that they don't know they have. So we have to put our policy to address that, to let them know what they have that can kill them, apart from the money that they don't have. As much as I want to agree with my Ekiti people that we will do everything to provide money for them, empowerment in all form and manner. However, we're going to do everything best possible too to encourage them that you need to visit your doctor. We need to set up a healthcare center. We need to involve people that will be going to their houses to monitor their health.
Information travels fast, and technology has made it all very easy. At POF Television, we do not only bring you to our studio, we take our studio to you, so you can tell the world your views from the comfort of your home or office. Yes, POF TV makes it all too easy to believe. You can reach us on 0706 839 9526.
Arole, I would think that if you can help Ekiti people to provide more work for them, then their blood pressure will be taken care of, because if they don't have money to eat, if they worry too much about what to eat tomorrow or even today, if they don't have good roads, if they don't have education for their children, or they don't have money to pay for their children at school because the fees are exorbitant, then definitely there will be high blood pressure and they need more food than the doctor. Finally, Arole, what about what made you join the APC and not any other party?
Well, that's a very good question. I just believe in my self-instincts. I don't go anywhere to pray, which party should I join. I look at their manifestos and I follow my instinct and say, okay, I think at this material of time, APC is a better leading party that can take us to the next level. And now they are moving out of the next level. They want to maintain the continuity of the program they have been doing. The federal government is doing a heck of a job. They are doing a lot of good jobs. A lot of good, a lot of good things are happening. Especially when you go to Lagos, you go to Abuja. But even here, I want to use this opportunity to commend Dr. Fayemi, the governor of Ekiti State. I mean, he has tried his best. On easy lies the head that wears the crown. But nevertheless, if I'm the governor of Ekiti State this year, we will go a little bit deeper than what he has done, or do a little bit more, because now it's a new voice, a fresh idea. I'm going to bring in fresh idea from all walk of life to make sure that Ekiti grows economically, Ekiti grows, in terms of standard of living, Ekiti grows in our GDP, and Ekiti grows in all aims of life. That would be my goal and my priority.
Arole, Olusola, Afolabi, we in the POF television wish you the very best.
Thank you, sir.
And God support as you try to actualize your ambition. Viewers out there in the world, we've been talking to Arole, Olusola, Afolabi. We'll talk to you again about other people and about the aspirations of people in Ekiti State. Bye for now. I'm Jola Oladumiye.